Hey guys, Annamaria Chen here for Corporate Profile, and today I'm bringing you to the heart of Chelsea to visit a trendy local spot, Stick and Pop. Now, if you're familiar with Chelsea, then you know there is only one rule for a business to make it in this neighborhood. It has to be fabulous. And if you're a New Yorker, then you know convenience is key. Stick and Pop combines fabulous and convenient by making cake portable with their gourmet cake pops. But it doesn't stop there. These cake pops look just as good as they taste.
Welcome to Stick and Pop.
So I have Christy here. She's one half of the Stick and Pop duo, and she's sort of going to fill you in on the story behind Stick and Pop, how it went from an idea to reality.
Yeah, so Stick and Pop, we focus on cake pops. We're located here in Chelsea in New York. And the store, we were online for a year and a half before we actually opened our storefront, and now we've been in the store since February 2012, and we make cake pops.
Now, sort of walk me through the menu. I mean, these really aren't your run-of-the-mill cake pops. What are your classic items, your seasonal items? What do you offer here?
Well, our classics are flavors like birthday cake, vanilla cake with chocolate on the outside and sprinkles, darling, which is marble cake, white chocolate and sugar sprinkles. But then we have some more exciting flavors, a little more adventurous, like the Griswold, which is a s'more flavored. It has, marshmallow in the middle, graham cake, dark chocolate and graham. But then we do seasonal things also, which are amazing. And we also do flavors of the month, which kind of take you through all of the seasons of the year, but also just kind of follow our whims.
Now, you both also teach cake pop classes here. So, what are they getting themselves into when they sign up for a cake pop class?
Really good time. It's a great time. The first time we taught, we were really nervous, and you wonder, what are you gonna give these people to walk away with outside of some tasty goodies? But I think the best thing we've been able to give them is not only learning how to make a cake pop, but the fact that it's all about how it tastes and not just what it looks like. So they learn how to make it really pretty, but then they get really excited about the flavor. So we put out all kinds of ingredients for them, and they get to make their own kind of like crazy creation, and we've gotten inspired from our students.
Well, fantastic. So I guess I'm getting passed off to Jackie, and she's going to teach me how to make these.
Yes, she is. So the first thing that we do is we bake a cake, just a standard cake, and really you can use any cake that you'd like. So we have a vanilla cake here, and what you do is you just crumble it up into little tiny pieces, and we'll mix that into the KitchenAid. And you could use vanilla frosting, chocolate frosting, and you're going to mix that with the cake. You just start grabbing.
That's what you do?
Grabbing
just a whole
bits
handful?
of cake.
All right.
Yep. As much as you like, as little as you like.
This could be therapeutic even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I need to crumble more?
No, you know what? The mixer does. You could technically hand mix this with the frosting. It would take a bit longer, but it's still the same thing. You could throw in big chunks with the KitchenAid. It kind of does the work for you. Same with the frosting, as I said with the cake. It's just a standard vanilla recipe. And for anybody who wants to do this at home, using a pre-baked cake or canned frosting is totally okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can go like funfetti on this? And
Absolutely.
Just stick them in there?
That's really the best part, and how we create a lot of our flavors is that because you're using two different elements, both cake and frosting, you can create any kind of flavor that you'd like. So if, say, you'd really like a coffee cake flavored cake pop, you can, take coffee cake, break it up just like we're doing here, and use a cinnamon frosting, so you're making almost like a Danish or a coffee cake breakfast cake pop.
Ooh. I actually really like this cake crumbling process. If you guys ever need an extra cake crumbler, I'll do this for free.
And then we add the frosting. And it's always a great tip to add a little bit at a time, because then you can kind of see how it's coming together. It would be a little messy to use your hands on this one, but I'll just throw in a dollop there, and then we'll turn this on, we'll mix it up, and ultimately how it's gonna turn out is a dough like this. Again, we're gonna be using our hands.
Okay.
But you can almost kind of squish it around and mold it like you're playing with Play-Doh. And then you roll these into balls, and in the store we hand roll all of these.
Your ball looks better than my ball. Is there a certain size we're going for here?
You know what? Again, you could make any size that you'd like. The ones that we have in the store are about the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
So
these get bigger when you bake them, or what do you do?
Right. Well, now because this is a fully baked cake with frosting, you can totally eat this now if you'd like.
Oh.
Yep.
Can I try it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When we take this dough and we roll it, we have some balls here that we're going to go ahead and dip with. So we use a styrofoam block. You could use a shoebox that you put holes in, anything to kind of hold up your ball that you're going to dip in the chocolate, because it helps a little bit for that to set.
Okay.
And again, we're using sprinkles here, but with the idea of making your own flavor of cake pop, you can use crushed up cookies, you can use nuts of any kind, you know, any kind of topping that you want. So we pre-melted these chocolates over a double boiler very slowly so that the chocolate comes out nice and smooth, and we just use some melting chocolates, nothing too fancy. We use a moderately dark chocolate, it adds to the flavor a little bit, the richness, and then a standard white chocolate. So when we're ready to dip, we're gonna go ahead and just stick the cake pop with the stick.
Okay, so you refrigerated these so that they
We did. That is a good point, yes. These are cool to the touch, so that really helps us when we stick the stick in for it to stay. So once we get these on the sticks, we'll be ready to dip them. We'll start with red.
Okay. Oh, you do the sprinkles first? No.
Oh, well, no.
Okay.
Just gonna set up in front of me. Dip that in and get the chocolate all the way to the stick.
Okay.
So when it dries, that the cake pop will be able to stay on there. Just kind of cement it in. We just shake off the excess, have a nice thin layer, and then I'll go ahead and slowly sprinkle the sprinkles on. It's always nice to kind of spin it around so that the chocolate doesn't drip off into the sprinkles.
It gets on there evenly.
Exactly.
Kind of reminds me of, you know, when you make posters, you do the glue and then the glitter.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
It is all you.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try dipping my pop and then sprinkling. Don't expect much here.
Okay. So that looks great.
She said it looks great.
You're doing great. That looks perfect.
Yeah? Should I tap? Oh wait, the top's a little
Oh yeah, and
bare.
you'll want to turn that up a little bit so you can get the top of the pop so there's not any bald spots.
Okay. Can you tell whose is whose?
Actually, I think yours is better.
Yeah, you think so?
I do. Mm-hmm. You were a little more patient than I was.
You can tell. I want you to guess which one is mine. So whenever I think of cake pops, I sort of think of, you know, special events, weddings. I mean, you can't really go to an event without having cake pops or seeing pictures of someone's wedding with, you know, these great cake pop displays. Can you tell me about some of the special events or custom orders that you've done?
Yeah, I mean, we've been lucky to do a bunch, and some really unique ones, and one that stands out was Patron actually asked us to create a custom flavor for them. And because flavors are really kind of the root of our company, that was extra cool. So we created 2 flavors for their XO Cafe and XO Cafe Dark. We have post up on modernmom.com with a Slimer pop for Halloween, which isn't something we'll be doing in store, but it was a really fun creation to come up with for a blog post and kind of getting to share with moms and other people.
All right, if you thought that looked like fun, then come sign up for a Stick and Pop class and make some cake pops for yourself. They're on 19th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue in Chelsea. It's Stick and Pop, and if you're in the neighborhood, make sure you stop by and try the flavor of the month.